Yeah, baby, we are back. I was looking at the channel and whatnot, and it's been about a month since I've talked to y'all. I didn't think it was that long. But anyway, your month holdout of No Viper is over. I am here. I am live. It is Friday night. What is going on, my people? So happy to be back and rocking with y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Give me a second here. Oh, we good? We good? Okay, cool. Oh, shit, this thing camera quality went on. All right, talk about that in a minute. Uh, but yeah, we're here. We're live. So let's get into the introduction. And then we will tackle tonight's topic or whatever and see what happens as it comes up. But current time according to the Apple Watch Ultra 3 is 6:08 p.m. Central Standard Time. You are in the right place. You are on the right YouTube channel, baby. And we're doing things a little differently tonight, which I'll explain in a moment here. But we're live. Let's go. A little weird, but it's all right. All right. What's up, people? It's your boy Viper, man about tech, back again for the video. And before I get into tonight's festivities, let me see who I got in the chat tonight. First on the list, Jimmy Fire Dragon. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. We got Jay Gizmo. What's up, Jay? How you doing? Salute to you. We got my enforcer, Genosis, in the cut. Where is he? There he is. Genosis, what's up, bro? How you doing? Good to see you in the cut, bro. We also have Brooklyn's very own. What's up, bro? How you been? Good to see you in the building. Hopefully you're doing well. We got Gwendolyn G. Hey, Gwendolyn, good to see you. How you doing? Happy Friday to you. Marcus Fan is in the building. What's up, Marcus? How you doing, man? Good to see you in the cut. And we got my man Brad Fogel. What's up, Brad? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well, man. Oh, wait. We got Wisdom Empire in the building. What's up, Wisdom? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you are doing well. Brad is not really a different background. I'm just in a different area of my house. I'm in my kitchen tonight because I am streaming to you live here from the M5 iPad Pro. I figured that this would be a better camera than what I've been giving y'all lately, because the Elgato Facecam 4K is not that great. So I'm like, I got this iPad. It has a camera. Let's use the iPad camera. So we got the M5 iPad Pro camera on deck tonight. That is where we're streaming from. Luckily, StreamYard allowed me to stream from my iPad, so we cool there. Also, the microphone tonight. Not only are we streaming live from the M5 iPad Pro, your microphone, the sound of my voice is coming from the AirPod Pro 3. So let me know how y'all are digging the microphone quality of Apple's AirPods Pro 3, because that is where you're getting your audio from tonight as well. We are doing it all big, uh, Apple iPad, Apple AirPods, Apple everything. We are doing it big out here. No, not what, bro? What? No, iPad, man. M5 iPad, not no MacBook. Why would I buy a MacBook when I have an M3 MacBook Pro in the back in my office there, which is not going anywhere anytime soon? My computer is an M3 MacBook Pro that has 128 gigabytes of memory, bro, and 4 terabytes of storage. That thing is going nowhere anytime soon. I'm gonna keep that bad boy for like 10 years if I can keep it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, um, yeah, obviously, when the audio from the AirPods, it's not going to be as good as the Shure SM7B. But I think from the AirPods, for audio coming from the AirPods, I think it's pretty good. I was listening to a lot of I did earlier on my other channel, and the audio came out sounded pretty decent to me. But yeah, it's good. But we're not here to talk about my audio stuff tonight. We're here to talk about Apple and how they're losing ground to Meta, in my opinion. So Apple released a Apple released a bunch of products. What was it? Yesterday or the day before yesterday? Yeah, it was on Wednesday. They released a bunch of products on Wednesday. They released this M5 iPad Pro, which I'm streaming from right now. They released this. They released the new M5 Apple Vision Pro, and they also released the new M5 MacBook Pro that you know was talking about earlier. So what we got going on here now is Apple and their Vision Pro, right? So the new M5 Vision Pro is practically the same thing as the Vision Pro they released almost 2 years ago, except it now has an M5 chip and a new strap. Other than that, it's the same damn device. Meanwhile, On the other side of the equation here, you got Meta, Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook, Meta, releasing the Meta Ray-Ban AI glasses, which I think is going to be the wave of the future. Now, one hand, you got Vision Pro, which is a big ass fake computer that you wear in your face. It's great. I used to have the original one, as you know. A lot of you all helped me to get that original one before. Unfortunately, I had to sell it last year because I lost my job. I got laid off and money was tight, so I had to sell it. But coming from using that original Apple Vision Pro to where we are now with Meta and their AI glasses, Meta is clearly in the lead with the next wave of technology and what's going to hit mainstream. Again, don't get me wrong, the Vision Pro is a great device, but compared to what Meta's doing with the Meta glasses and how they are light, they are easy, you can put them on your face, and they integrate with the actual world around you instead of making you stationary and different things like that. Those glasses are the next wave of the future as it relates to tech and wearable computers and so on and so forth. Apple is behind. They're always behind, but they're way behind, I think. Now, there were some rumors a few weeks ago that Apple had kind of stopped development of their Vision Pro Air, their less expensive Vision Pro that they were supposedly working on to develop Apple glasses. I find it kind of funny because we've been talking about Apple glasses and the development of them for 5 years or whatever. I feel like that's more like 2 or 3 years now, and I've seen nothing to suggest that Apple is even close to the matter. But now you got Meta out here with their glasses, and I'm just like, Apple, you might, you might wanna catch up a little bit. So Janosin says that Apple doesn't need to worry about Meta. Nobody will buy it either. Once Apple makes an AR glasses stand with Apple logo and $500 price point, people will care. Okay, so here's the thing: if Apple does make their glasses, do we really believe they're going to be stamped with $500? Do we really believe, Janosis, that Apple will make glasses that are only $500? The Vision Pro is still $3,500. The updated Vision Pro that came out 2 days ago is the same price as the original, $3,500. So, do we believe that even if Apple did make glasses like the Meta Ray Bans, right? Do we really believe that Apple will price them at $500 or less? Or let's say would they be priced even less than $1,000? I highly doubt it. I just don't believe that Apple is going to make something that's less than $1,000 like that. I could be wrong, but Apple is not in the business of giving us like consumer friendly pricing more often than not when they don't have to. I don't know. It's interesting. Yeah. How about how Apple? Yeah, I remember how Apple priced the Apple Watch. They had a $10,000 edition, but I think what was the price at like $400 or $500? I think when it first came out. But that was like 10 years ago. So we have the needle and the economy has moved a lot in 10 years, my guy. So the way that you priced something 10 years ago isn't necessarily the way that you can price something now, especially with all these tariffs and everything that's out there, given what's going on with Trump and everything. Who knows? So if Apple ever does get to the glasses phase and brings out some glasses that they can release to the public, I highly doubt they're going to be $1,000 or less than $1,000. I could be wrong. I doubt it. Who knows? But we'll see, man. We'll see. Antron, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. AirPods. AirPods. I don't know if AirPods are a good comparison in this particular conversation because they're AirPods. They're earbuds. Like earbuds aren't something that you would normally consider being exuberantly priced. Like when Apple comes out with these glasses, if they ever get there, they're going to be exuberantly priced because They're the next generation of a new technology, and they're going to be priced as such. I don't know if the AirPods will fit in that category. The Apple Watch kind of, but not really. But yeah, you're talking about the Rolls Royce of technology here with these AR glasses, the Apple Vision Pro, stuff like that. And I think that it's going to be priced as such. It's going to be uberly high. And yeah, yeah, but AirPods aren't hearing aids. They're earbuds. They're. I mean, yes, the fact that AirPods have the hearing aid functionality in them now, yes, I get you. But they're not. They're not They're not hearing aids. They're not marketed. They're not meant to be sold as hearing aids, right? They're not. They're not primary hearing aids. That's not their primary function. The hearing aid aspect is a secondary function of the AirPod. It's not a primary thing. So in those other hearing aids that are costing thousands of dollars or whatever, you probably don't have the technology, or you probably don't have the technology in the AirPods that you have in those other type of hearing aids. Brad says, just thought of something. Apple glasses will basically just be your Apple Watch type of information on your face. It will still have to be paired to an iPhone. Yeah, everything paired. Come on now, everything's paired to an iPhone. Come on, come on. I was talking about this the other day on Twitter how the iPhone birthed a bunch of new technology for Apple and the tech industry at large, right? So think about this. Because of the iPhone, we now have the Apple Watch, the AirPods. I was almost going to include Apple Pay, but I can't include that because Google actually came up with that idea first with Google Wallet, and their tap to pay. So Apple Pay, I can't really put in that category. Although, I mean, it's kind of crazy, right? So in this country, I can't speak for other countries, but in the United States, I just find it funny that Apple Pay works better everywhere than Google Wallet, which is or Google Pay, whatever the hell it's called now, Google Pay, right? They're the same. They're the same. They're the same thing. They both do the same thing. They're both tap to pay technologies and different things like that. But Apple Pay works a lot better. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing to me. They should work the same. But when I go out in public and I'm using Apple Pay in comparison to Google Pay, when I use my Apple Watch to pay for something, it worked 100% of the time. But a month or so ago, when I was wearing my Galaxy Watch Ultra and using Google Pay, it would work probably 85, 90% of the time. I don't understand it. It's very weird. They're using similar technology, if not the same technology. I think maybe I don't understand the technology that they're using. I don't know. But the fact that Apple Pay works 100% of the time and Google Pay works 90% of the time is wild. I don't get it. Maybe it's just one of those Apple Samsung things or Apple Android things that, Apple's just more fine tuned. I don't know. It's very weird. Let's see. Brad said, really think about that though. Think about the power of an Apple Watch has, and now just make it so that type of information can show up on a display on a pair of glasses with a camera. I mean, yeah, that's the other thing, right? Apple has all these different device categories that they're getting data from as it relates to where they can go with their next generation of technology. So I kind of feel like when Apple does get to the whole glasses phase, they should be well prepared. It's kind of like we all think that they're going to come out with an iPhone foldable next year. Well, whenever they do come out with their iPhone foldable, they already have a great baseline because they've already developed the foundation in the software. Like when that Apple foldable comes out, it should probably be best foldable software of any foldable of all time because Apple's been working on this software for like at least 5 years now. With how apps work between Mac and iOS and iPadOS and wherever the case may be, their whole continuity aspect, the universal aspect of different things like that. Apple has been working on. Apple have been laying the groundwork for foldable software for years now. So when that foldable device does come out, it should have amazing software. Now hardware that remains to be seen, but the software should be A1. Anything good in the fridge? Not. I mean, I got some milk in there. Not too much, bro. Not too much. Since Apple new product, Watch, AirPods disrupt product category and in pricing. Yeah, I mean, like I said in my tweet, the Apple Watch and the AirPods by themselves are each separate billion-dollar industries. Think about that, right? Just the AirPods and the Apple Watch by themselves are each $1 billion plus industries. Okay, so it's kind of crazy when you have the company, the parent company, Apple, and companies always trying to scale and get to the best market cap or whatever the case may be, right? But you have the company Apple that has been able to create billion-dollar sub industries just based off of products that they've made. Their products have their own billion-dollar industry. It's asinine. It's crazy how Apple has scaled and the way that they have scaled. But they have because their products are amazing. But everything comes off the backbone of the iPhone. Without the iPhone, none of it is possible. So that's why I'm like, you know what? The iPhone, whatever you think about it, its influence in the realm of consumer electronics is God tier because it alone, just not even factoring in its own phenomenon, has birthed other phenomenon. Like it's wild to think about that, the way that the iPhone has impacted the consumer electronic space. But it has, it absolutely has. And it's crazy because the iPhone's only been around since what? 2007. We're in 2025. So the iPhone has been around for less than 20 years and it's already birthed like crazy, incredible research and development in technology and its own other sub industries and sub product categories that just are awesome because iPhone is what it is. Man, kudos to Apple. Brad says, yeah, iPhone Instagram on skinny outside screen, iPad Instagram on inside full screen. Listen, let me talk about the iPad Instagram app for a minute, man. Cause that stuff is ridiculous. Like, so I already knew this, but I think it was yesterday, right? When I got this iPad, it was my first time using the Instagram iPad app, and it kind of gets on my nerve because it literally only shows you reels. Like Instagram is more than just a reels app. There are photos. Damn it, there are actual photos on Instagram that don't come up in the iPad Instagram app unless you go to a person's profile and then look at their photos. What? Huh? What? So the app that gained its prominence by being a photo app, you can't even look at the photos on the iPad app unless you go to somebody's profile and take a look at all their stuff on their profile. And then you can see the photos that they posted. But if you're scrolling down Instagram for the iPad, all you see are reels. That's all they show, which is the dumbest thing ever. Because yes, I understand that reels are Instagram baby now, but it's still a photo app to me, and that's where it gained its prominence, and just it's annoying. I mean, yeah, since I could use the browser, I guess that's another workaround. But I kind of feel like if you're gonna make an iPad app for the Instagram, it should be a complete Instagram experience. It shouldn't just be Reels. Because yes, even though Reels are the dominant thing, that's not the complete Instagram experience. There's more to Instagram than just Reels. But on the iPad side, that's all you get. Kind of annoying. Also, I learned today that when you tweet a bigger creator, you are trying to gain relevance. This is what I learned. or actually, no, no, no. I was told by a troll today that by my tweeting at Marquette Brownlee, I was desperate for relevance. You know, I've heard a lot of things over my 8 year tech career. Actually, I think that it's almost 8. Actually, in January, it will be 8. I've heard a lot of things over my 8 year career as a content creator, but some of the stuff that I hear on Twitter is just some of the dumbest stuff ever, bro. So yeah, by tweeting at Marquette Brownlee, I am desperate for relevance, y'all. I'm desperate. Uh, Clearly, this person doesn't understand that I am a literal world famous tech reviewer. If I wanted relevance, I have 1,000 other ways to go get relevance besides tweeting at Marquette Brownlee. Hey, what are we talking about here? But this is what it is. Like this is what the trolls do. Like they just troll and they post stuff to gain relevance. Mind you, this person has 0 followers, right? So you tweeting at me, but you got 0 followers. So who's really trying to be desperate for relevance? It ain't me, yo. I'm minding my own business. Like tweeting at Marquez, just saying hello, yo. Wasn't even wasn't even that deep of a tweet. I was just saying hello, how you doing, bro? Long time no talk. That's it, bro. But I am desperate for relevance. But anyway, I just thought that was funny. Oh yeah, yeah. That's why when I put out the tweet responding to it, I didn't mention him by name because he doesn't deserve that attention. But I did find it kind of funny that's like, you're desperate for relevance. I'm like, okay, I'm a world famous tech reviewer, but I'm desperate for relevance? No, not really. Anyway, I digress. It's always something, bro. It's always something. Oh no, MK Marquez ain't gonna get involved with that. I mean, he probably didn't even see my tweet. But again, that wasn't the point. Again, if I wanted to really get the tweet for him to get to him, I would have just DM'd him. I could have DM'd him directly, but it wasn't really worth all that. So it wasn't even that serious to me. LLB, what's up, man? How you doing, man? I've been good, bro. How you been? I'm just here chilling. Again, hopefully the camera looks a little bit better tonight. I'm looking at it on my Fold 7. It looks kind of blurry, man. I don't know why this thing is all blurry. Let me put the I can't come on. Think I don't even know where the hell the camera is on the iPad. Where is it right there? Okay, right there. Yeah, I don't know why it's looking blurry. Because when I'm looking at it through StreamYard, it looks clear. But as I'm looking at it on my Fold, it looks blurry as hell. I don't know why. But I'm tweeting from the M5 iPad Pro. So I was hoping that it would be a better camera quality. Uh, but I mean, I guess it's better than what I was giving y'all with the Elgato face cam, but not. It's still kind of blurry. I don't know why it looks all kind of. I don't know. Maybe it's a lighting situation. I don't know. Actually, let me see if it looks better if I turn the light on. Let's see. All right, we're gonna turn the light on. See if we get better. Let's see if it looks better. Let's see. Light on. Ew, it looks kind of worse. Okay. And I don't know. Let me look forward. See if I can see this. Come on, come on, come on, come on. The delay is ridiculous. This YouTube delay is crazy. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all want the light on or off? Let me know. I don't know. I feel like it might look better with the light off. I don't know. We'll see. Whatever. Whatever y'all want. We got light on or off. Looks kind of blurry either way. I don't know. Yeah, I guess, man. But this is supposed to be a 1080p camera, so I was hoping that would be decent-ish. I mean, I guess it is decent-ish, but I don't know. Uh, what can you do? Yeah, man. That is kind of funny because you know what? It's funny, Joseph, that you say that because um, how much money have I made Sony over the past 5 years, right? Because Mark, actually, was it five, was it seven? I don't know. Actually, it was back in 2020, right? So, how much money have I made Sony over the past 5 years, Joe Nelson? Let's think about this for a minute, right? So, Sony probably does not know why I exist, but I have indirectly made them millions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the power of the creator economy and being a content creator. I have made Sony millions of dollars that they don't even realize just by my putting those headphones on Marquez's radar. Because now he has done a video on every new headphone release for Sony since I put him on his radar and he did the first video, right? So now that Marquez is doing a video every time they come out with a new pair of headphones, then people go and buy them because Marquez has them and he recommends them because they're always good. They're never bad. So once Marquez puts his video out there, people are going to buy them, which means that I have indirectly contributed to them making millions of dollars. But they probably have no idea who I am. And if I put it on Twitter like that, which I probably would when I'm done, I'm probably going to tweet about something how I made them millions of dollars. I would probably get left like, Viper, I'll probably get more trolls coming in and be like, you didn't do nothing, Viper. You didn't help to make no millions of dollars. Oh, yes, the hell I have. See, this is stuff that, I don't really put it out there too much because it's like, whatever, it is what it is, right? But I can tell y'all because y'all understand. Y'all been around me long enough. You know the type of impact I've had in this tech space for over the past 8 years. But I have made Sony millions of dollars just off of me recommending Marquez to y'all check out these headphones, yo. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, they ain't sending me nothing. They ain't sending me no headphones, right? Even though I done made them millions of dollars. But hey, whatever. All right. I swear the iPhones have systems that are like 2 or 3 years old. I don't know why you're talking about iPhone systems. Again, I'm on an iPad Pro tonight. I'm using the front facing camera on the iPad Pro tonight. So that's what you're getting. I'm not on an iPhone. And my microphone is the AirPod Pro 3, which have great microphones, mind you. For earbuds, these microphones are amazing. So kudos to Apple for implementing damn near studio quality audio on these microphones for the AirPod Pro 3 because they are legit. They are very, very legit. All right, this light, I'm turning this light back on. Whatever, dude. Whatever, at this point. All right, going back into the dark. Back into the dark. All right. So what y'all got, man? Y'all got any question comments for me tonight? Let me know in the chat, man. Again, like I said, I feel like Apple is kind of behind on the smart glasses race to Meta. But they'll be all right. I don't think it's the end of the world. I don't think it's DEFCON 5. In other news, he may or may not be watching today. I don't know. But we got some news on our boy, my guy John Prosser here. Apparently, I think it was Mac Rumors keep putting out stories about this. So Mac Rumors put out a story that John Prosser had yet to respond to the Apple lawsuit, and they might get him by default. They might bring him to court by default. But then John Prosser released a statement to The Verge stating that he's been in communication with Apple, and then I guess Apple confirmed that yes, he's been in communication, but he hasn't answered their court summons or whatever. So I don't know what's going on with all that. But I'm guessing as long as he's in the communication with Apple, they'll figure something out and it'll go to trial or it won't go to trial. I don't know. Um, I would probably, I know a lot of people don't like John Prosser, but John Prosser is still my friend. And if I'm recommending, if I was a consult for John Prosser, if he like called me, and to be clear, I have not talked to him since all this went down. I haven't even reached out to him because that's his personal business. I don't want to get into that. But if John Prosser would have texted me like, yo, Vype, what you got? You got anything for me? I'll be like, John, whatever you do, don't let it go to court, bro. Don't let them take you to court. Because if they take you to court, if it gets to court, you're gonna have a bad day, John Prosser. You're gonna have a bad day. So whatever you gotta do, John Prosser, if you listen to the sound of my voice out here, bro, do not let it get to court. Do whatever you gotta do, John, to make sure that they do not get you in a courtroom, my guy. Okay? Because if they get you in a courtroom, my guy, I don't like your chances, my dude. I'm just saying, I don't like your chances, okay? Them lawyers are sitting on retainer making hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour, chilling. Bro, don't let it get to court, bro. Figure it out, yo. Figure something out. Uh, don't let it get to court. That's my advice for John Bronson. Don't let it get to court, my dude. Don't do it. Am I still using iPhone products or have you switched over to Android? Android, bro. I've never stopped using Apple products, bro. What are you talking about? I got the Apple Watch Ultra 3 on. I'm streaming to you live from an iPad Pro, the M5 that just came out 2 days ago. Uh, I have the AirPods Pro 3 in my ear, but don't get it twisted. As I told y'all for umpteen years now, I still rock an Android because I got the Fold 7 right here watching y'all. That's why I'm looking at my camera quality, watching y'all on the Fold 7 here. But yeah, I got 'em all. I got all the stuff, bro. I got all the stuff, man. I'm the man about tech, dude. This is what I do. I got all the stuff. I got all the stuff. All right, Joe says that update on the case. They're arguing he's not a professional leaker. No, it's not that John. No, see, people didn't read the actual article. It's not that John's not a professional leaker. The other guy is arguing that he's not a professional leaker. The Ramakati guy is the one who's arguing that he's not a professional leaker. And I guess to his point, he will be correct. Now, how much that's going to help him in court? Very little, because it doesn't matter if you're a professional leaker or not. If you are leaking information that doesn't belong to you, then you are a leaker regardless by law. Like it doesn't matter if he's a professional leaker. So it's not that John's not a professional leaker, but it's Ramakati that's saying that he's not a professional leaker. But again, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. You got a hold of Apple's proprietary information and then gave it out to somebody. It does not matter. Legally, they can come for your neck. It doesn't matter if you're a professional leaker or you just did it by accident. It don't matter. They coming for you, bro. That's not gonna hold up in court. So good luck using that argument in the court. It's not gonna hold up in court, in my opinion. Damn, Brad. Damn. Brad said John about to get cooked. Yo, I'm saying if it gets to court, he might get cooked, bro. He might get cooked. That's why and my advice to John Prosper would be, bro, don't let it get to court, my guy. Do not let it get to court. Because you might get cooked, bro. Don't do it to yourself. Like, I know John Prosper's not exactly hurting for money, but you will be if you let that shit get to court, bro. Like them lawyers are gonna tear you up, bro. Don't let it get to court, yo. Don't do it to yourself, baby. Don't do it to yourself. All right, what else is going on, y'all? What else happening? What else happening in the ethos of the world here? What else happening in the tech space? Let me talk about this. So going back to the Meta Ray-Ban glasses, right? This rollout is weird as hell. It's funky, man. So apparently, the only way to buy these glasses right now is that you have to demo them first, and then after you demo them, you can buy them. What the hell? Why? Why do you have to demo the glasses? Like, if you want them, you should be able to just go out and buy them now. I think they're also selling them at Best Buys, and I know they also are selling them at Verizon. I think some people have been able to get around the whole demo thing. But I just find it odd that the rollout seems to be gradual, but not only gradual, it's like you have to demo them to buy them. Like you just can't go off into a store and buy them. You have to demo them. Like what the uh, why? Why do you have to demo the glasses, yo? Like, what are we doing here? It's just I don't understand. Like, it's almost like they don't want people to buy them, or they're being very selective about who buys them, which is so weird to me. Like, if you want to make money, yo, go make the money, yo. What are you doing? Why are you being so selective about who buys the damn glasses, yo? I don't understand, man. I don't know. I find the rollout weird. Y'all let me know what y'all think about the rollout. I find it very odd, but I'm guessing once they get enough data and once they tested enough people, um they'll expand the rollout and have more people eligible to buy them. I don't know. I just find it odd. I find it very weird, man. All right. What else is going on here in the tech? Also, shout out to the 17 people that are watching us. A lot of y'all lurking out there. I appreciate my lurk squad out there. Salute to y'all coming back in, checking back in for Friday Night Vyp. Appreciate y'all up in here. Joshua wants to know what's my thoughts on Project Muhan. I don't even know what that is, so let me look that up real quick. In my trusty iPhone 17 Pro Max here, because I don't know what the hell that is. Um, Actually, should we ask Google or should we ask Gemini? I'll go to Google. Gemini might not know what the hell she's talking about. Project Muhan. Let's see, what is it? Project Muhan. What is it? Project Muhan. Oh, okay. Why didn't you just call it the Samsung Vision Pro, bro? You using the government code name, bro. Just call it what it is, the Samsung Vision Pro. All right, here we go. I got it. Okay, the Samsung Vision Pro. Okay. All right. So, what does the man about tech think about the Samsung Vision Pro? Ah, I'm afraid. And I know that's a weird way to describe it, but I'm afraid. And the reason why that I'm afraid is because this is something that you cannot rush. Apple spent years developing the hardware and the software for the Vision Pro. And then when they felt like it was ready, even though it wasn't really completely ready, but when they felt like they were ready to present it to the world, they did. Samsung, as they do with everything, is reacting off of what Apple released. Like, my question is, how long has Samsung been working on this device? Because if it's longer than 2 years, I will be surprised. Like, I don't think this is something that they've been working on for a while. And the reason why I'm talking about the length of time it's taking them to work on it is because you can't be lazy with this. If you use the Vision Pro, you know how much attention to detail Apple pays to that software and how things just work and how you like use your hand to gesture and use your eyes to scroll through different things like that. It's like Apple pays so much attention to detail in their development of the Vision Pro, and now Samsung is going to rush the market with some type of knockoff that doesn't pay the same attention to detail that Apple did. So I'm afraid that it's going to fall short in the software area because Samsung probably didn't pay the attention to detail to it that Apple did with the Vision Pro, and it's just going to be a cheap knockoff. I mean, the damn thing is $1,700 or $1,800. So the Vision Pro is $3,500. The Samsung version is 1,800 bucks. Already, that tells you that they cut some corners in the pricing probably. So I'm a little afraid. I'm afraid. Um, hopefully, it'll be a good experience for Android users who want to buy it. But I'm afraid. I'm literally afraid. Hey, Justin Brown, what's up, man? Long time no talk, my dude. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you checking in with your boy. Yeah, what's going on, man? I hope everything's awesome with you too, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. Primal videos in the building. What's going on? What's going on? I mean, you could say Apple is greedy, or you could say that Apple used very expensive parts and things like that in the Vision Pro, which again they did. I as a person that used to own it, I can tell you that they use expensive materials in that Vision Pro, which is probably one of the reasons why it cost so much. But again, I'm afraid about Samsung's version because I don't think they took the love and the care that Apple did with the Vision Pro. But we'll find out. He said he just Googled it and said they were nearly developing Wuhan for 3 years. So 3 years, really? I don't know. I will be interested to get people's impressions when they got time to spend or when they got to spend time with it. The one thing that it does have going for it is that it supposedly is lighter than the Vision Pro. One of my bigger issues, or one of my big issues with the Vision Pro is the weight. It was kind of heavy. I mean, you get used to it after a while, but it's still too heavy. Which is why I'm surprised that Apple didn't really do anything to make it smaller. The only thing that Apple did with the second version is to give you a better strap. That doesn't account for the damn device being too heavy, Apple. Like the strap is fine, but the device itself it needs to lose a few pounds, bro. Put that bad boy on Weight Watchers, Apple. Damn, put the Vision Pro on Weight Watchers, baby. Let's go. Put it on Ozempic, okay? Weight Watchers, Ozempic, Slim Fast. It's all out there for you, Apple. It's all out there. Pick one. You got multiple options to shed some weight off the Apple Vision Pro. Ozempic, Weight Watchers, Slim Fast. Apple, get it done, baby. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Ah, give most of that or Apple is overcharging. I mean, Apple overcharging on everything. They overcharging everything. So I mean, are we surprised? I mean, I'm not surprised. You shouldn't be surprised. They're overcharging for everything, damn near. Although I will say that with the way they price some of their products lately, like this iPad starts at 999, which is kind of incredible given the fact that that was the price of the last iPad before tariff. So the M4 was 999 starting point. This iPad was 999. Um, and we are in the world of tariffs. So the fact that Apple was able to price this iPad the same thing, even with the tariffs that are involved now, I don't know if I can say they're overcharging, bro. If the price is not changing because of the tariff, then Apple is doing something. They're eating some of that stuff. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. He said a neck brace, bro. Oh my goodness, he said a neck brace. I mean that dual knit strap is looking pretty nice. It does look nice, but the device itself should lose some weight. Again, I've already highlighted the various ways that it can lose some weight, yo. Lose some weight out here. Brad said, so instead of fixing the weight, they just added more weight on the back of your head. Yep, yeah, they added more weight because the dual knit band is it weighs more than the bands that came with the original Vision Pro. But yeah, man, it should be less weight. Hey, Hey, Tech Preacher, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you, my dude. Hopefully you're doing well. Appreciate you being here. What is going on with you, man? What is going on with you? You know what, man? I need to get back on in touch with my peeps, man, because I'm using StreamYard here, and obviously I can now I can have guests in here easily. I have had a guest in this live stream for umpteen months or whatever. I need to see if I can get some people on here for next week, whatever. Probably a little late tonight, but next time I come on here, I might have to see if I can get some people on here. See my man, the Tech Preacher's available. See if Trenton's available. Technically T out there. Me and Technically T are overdue for a live stream together. Thought I got to see if I can get Technically T up here with somebody. But yeah, I need to get the band back together, yo. It's been way too long since I've had anybody on this live stream. And it's like, what are we doing, yo? What are we doing? Craig. That is not happening. Okay. That is not happening. Those days are over, bro. Viper is old now, okay? Viper got gray hairs, yo. Viper's not going 8 hours no more, okay? Those were my young days. Okay, those were the young days, okay? Those days are past. You crazy, Janosis. You out of your mind, yo. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, we gotta get Roberto back in here too, yo. We gotta get Roberto back in here. Have Roberto in here, chick hanging out with your boy. Yeah, we gotta get it back. We gotta get it back. We gonna get back to it. We gonna get back to it. Especially since StreamYard charging all this money, man. Like, god damn. Uh, like I'm paying like $25 a month now, but that's like a trial run, and then it jumps up to $45 a month afterwards. Like, damn, StreamYard, what are we doing here? Bro, I'm too broke for this, yo. I'm too broke for this, yo. I'm too broke for this, yo. For real. Too broke for all this, man. I don't know. All right, but again, if y'all got any other questions or concerns or whatever, anything else you want to talk about as it relates to Apple or Samsung or Meta, feel free to drop it in the chat. Appreciate y'all being here. Um, y'all know how we do, man. Uh, again, apparently I am chasing relevance, so you know, maybe y'all can help me chase relevance. Tell you. The trolls. Oh, the trolls crap me up, man. The trolls crap me up, bro. They always come up with something, yo. I just be minding my own business, staying in my own lane, and every now and then a troll just veers into the lane and tries to derail my ish. Like, come on, bro. What are we doing out here? What are we doing out here, bro? Leave me alone, yo. Leave me alone. ah. Let's see. Jimmy says, have you seen the leak that the Exynos 2600 might be much more powerful? More powerful than what? What, the Apple A series of chips? I doubt it. We haven't talked positively about Exynos chips in a very long time. So if that, I mean, that would be fun for Samsung if they could get it done. Yo, Luis, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Good to see you. Hopefully, you're doing well. Also, just for y'all that might care to do this in the future, whatever. StreamYard on iPad is legit. Like the only thing that I can't do or I can't figure out is how to share my screen. So I don't know how to. I don't think you can do that on iPad unless I'm just missing something. But I can have guests on here, so that's cool, and I can show comments on here. So StreamYard on iPad, not bad, not bad. Now, just to be clear, this is not an iPad app. I'm just using the Chrome browser and then using StreamYard through the browser and broadcasting to you all that way. But it works very well. So shout out to StreamYard for making sure you got iPad support on here via the Chrome browser. Pretty nice. EV Mux. I've never heard of it, Lou. I don't. I gotta look into that. I don't know. Let me look into it. I don't. I've never heard of that until now. So hey, let me see. Uh, if it's better and cheaper, then I'm definitely interested. Let's see. Let's see. Let me look into this EV Mux real quick. EV Mux. What is that? Nope, I spelled that wrong. I'm on iPhone. Spell it right with the EV Mux. Why can I spell it? EV Mux. Okay, there we go. Oh, live stream studio. Okay, here we go. Start now for free. Okay, so they got a free tier. It looks like they got. It looks like yeah. It looks like a basic StreamYard competitor. Okay. Let's see. What else? Okay. Now they see the problem is now they make you sign in. I don't want to sign in. I just want to know how much it costs, bro. What the dealio? Oh, see, this is dumb. Can we get pricing? There we go. Let me get pricing here. Okay, so their free plan is $0 a month. They got a basic plan for $19 a month, and they got a pro plan for $40 a month. So okay, all right. Let's look into this. $40 a month. You get 12 on-screen participants. Oh, that beats StreamYard's 10. Okay, so that's cool. And you got all the other stuff. Okay. I will say one thing with for StreamYard, they are constantly updating this service now, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I have to check this one out. That's cool. Uh appreciate you putting me on game, bro. I'll definitely check that out for sure. Appreciate you putting me on the game. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. All right, what else is going on? What else is going on here? Ah, been so long since I've been on this live stream, yo. Like I said, I appreciate y'all hopping in, hanging out with your boy tonight. After we talk about these tech things, uh, doing what we do out here. I've been on here for 40 minutes. Like, that's the crazy thing, man. I get on here and I start talking to y'all, and about 40 minutes have passed, an hour has passed, 2 hours have passed. Like, it's time flies, man. I still don't understand how I did 8 hour streams though back in the day. Actually, I understand it was Roberto. Roberto talks a lot, and Roberto talks nonstop. And if Roberto starts talking, and you don't stop him, that man can literally talk for 8 hours by himself. That dude's a machine, yo. I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he doesn't get tired, yo. He just goes and goes and goes. So shout out to Roberto Blake, man. That boy can talk for that. That man can teach like 5 classes back to back to back to back to back and still not be tired. That man talks that much. But shout out to Roberto. Cause that was the only way I was going hours, bro. I just be like, hey Roberto, what you gotta say? And then he just pew, and he goes. And 8 hours later, we out here. We out here. Ah. All right, let's see what else going on. What else is happening? Oh, okay, hold on. Yeah, okay. All right, so the cool thing about being me and having y'all on the live stream is that a lot of you all are content creators yourself. So I'm gonna give you all a piece of advice here, something that happened to me. I'm not gonna name any names, but I just want to put this out here on Jump Street, right? So I was on Twitter the other day, and I was asking somebody a question, right? And I was asking another creator a question on Twitter the other day about something, that they got or whatever, right? So as I tweeted to the creator the question that I have for them, another creator came into the chat and posted a link to their YouTube video, I guess answering my question. Um, I get it. I understand why you would do that, but it's kind of rude. Um, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about this on the stream before, a long, long time ago. It's been a while since I've talked about this, but I'm really not a fan of creators self promoting themselves on other people's like tweets and shit. That's just not cool. So my advice to y'all: don't be that creator, yo. Um, I'm cool with you marketing yourselves and different things like that, but don't market yourselves at the expense of other creators. It's weird. It's not a good look. It's not professional. It's not cool. And that creator doing that did not make me want to watch their video. Like I was just like, dude, what are we doing here, man? So it's like, yeah, like because clearly, right? If I reached out to that, I reached out to that creator for that particular reason, right? So you coming on that on a thread promoting your video, that's not really what I was looking for. Like, so I would advise against doing that. Like, don't do that. Um, so that's my advice to y'all. Just be careful about how you're promoting yourself. Don't try to do it at the expense of somebody else. Don't try to promote yourself under somebody's tweet and different things like that, or in somebody's comment section. Don't do that. Don't be that creator. Don't do that. Uh, so that's my PSA on that. Don't do that. All right, what else is going on? Let me see what else I can talk about here. What else is happening here? Again, if y'all got questions or comments, feel free to drop them in the chat. That we're probably not gonna be here too much longer, but I figured also also I love when somebody attack me on Twitter and then my people come back to come to my defense. I ain't gotta say a word. Like this person who tried to troll me today, I've not said a single word to them. But I haven't really had to because the community just came out and said, "No, fam, we're not doing it today. we're not doing it today, yo." I'm just looking at the responses like, bro, the community like, "No, fam, not today." Bro, I love y'all. Y'all are the best, man. Y'all are the best, man. I rock with y'all because y'all don't let people mess with me, yo. Y'all don't let people mess with your boy Viper. I appreciate y'all. It's hilarious. All right, what else going on? Oh, the week got a question. It says, what is your next tech device purchase? Well, whatever it is, it's not gonna be for a while because I don't know if you missed it, Louise, but I purchased well, I don't know, I don't know if I would call it purchase, but I acquired the M5 iPad Pro, which is what I'm streaming from tonight. So this picture that you're seeing here is from the M5 iPad Pro via StreamYard. So that was my most recent tech purchase. What would the next one be? My guess, I'm probably not gonna be making another tech purchase until next year. Although, if I can find a way, I need to get my hands on a Sony WH-1000 XM6. So that's probably my next target. I definitely want to get those because the winter is coming, and I need a pair of headphones for the winter. So I'm gonna try to get the SM6s. Those a lot of money. Those are like $500 damn near. Um, so I'm gonna see if I can try to grab one of those. Again, my money's not what it used to be, obviously. So I gotta be very careful about how I move with the money. But I'm gonna try to get the Sony WH-1000 XM6s at some point. So that's what I'm looking at next. Uh, let's see. Um, yeah, I did acquire the Magic Keyboard, uh, which is gonna cost me. Might make my phone bill a little bit higher because I put it on the phone bill. But yeah, I got one. Yep, had to go get it. I can't mess with these iPads without the Magic Keyboard. I gotta have it. So I do have the Magic Keyboard. Yeah, I mean, bro, the 1000 XM3s are the best headphones of all time still today. So I've used every pair since the 1000 XM3s. I've used the fours, the fives, and I'm trying to get the sixes this year at some point. But yeah, I remember. Of course, I remember them. Like they're one of the few headphones I use. So of course, I remember the naming. From I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a terrible naming scheme, but I definitely remember it because it's one of the few headphones I actually use. So yeah, I remember. It's not that hard, yo. It's not that hard. Jimmy says, really wish they brought back NFC back for the WH line. Oh, they're not there anymore. I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure what that was for, but that's interesting that they took it out. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to get the S&6s, and at some point when I get the money and I keep my money up, try to go grab some of those, and yeah, that'll be that. All right, let's do the. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay, nothing's going on. Nothing's going on. Nope, nope. All right. Any other? Oh, tap and pair. Okay, yeah, that would be cool. Maybe they took it out because it wasn't working properly. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Any other question, comments before I let you all go? Feel free to drop them in the chat. Again, so thank you so much for appreciating y'all. Appreciate y'all dropping in. Brad says, "What's the Halo announcement I'm seeing people talk about?" Oh, so the original Halo game from 20 years ago, what was it 20? When it came out? No, from 24 years ago. So I think Halo, the original Halo Combat Evolved came out in 2020. I think it came out in 2001, right? I think that's when it came out. So the original Halo Combat Evolved, the game that came out 24 years ago, so it coming to PlayStation, which is crazy, Brad. Like like the gaming industry has changed dramatically. At least the Xbox part of it, because now one of the biggest IP, or actually I should say not one of the biggest IP in the history of Xbox is going to PlayStation because Microsoft has changed their business model. So that's the Halo announcement that people were talking about. The original Halo is now going to PlayStation next year, or it's coming. I shouldn't say it's not going to. It's coming to PlayStation next year. So that's kind of wild. There's a lot of chat about that and what that means for Xbox, but I don't think it means anything for Xbox except that now they have one more IP on another platform so they can make more money. So that is what it is. Oh, you see that? You see my man back there, man in the fridge? Yeah. My man Ryu, man in the fridge right there, yo. Gardening snacks, yo. He gardening snacks, my dude. Wow. You got an eagle eye, yo. You got an eagle eye. Street Fighter in the building. We got Street Fighter right there, gardening snacks. That's right. Y'all, wow. Y'all don't miss nothing, yo. Y'all don't miss a damn thing. Y'all see everything. I'm a little afraid of y'all. I'm afraid of y'all, bro. I'm afraid of y'all. That's funny. That's hilarious. All right. On that note, if y'all don't have any other questions or comments, I'm gonna let y'all go. Actually, Genosis, actually, I'm more of a King guy, but Ryu is what they were having. I brought the collector's edition of Street Fighter 5, I think it was a few years ago. And he came in the collector's edition, so that's why I have him. I thought he looked cool and I wanted to have him, so I brought the collector's edition. Uh but yeah, I'm more of a Ken guy. Ken's my dude. Ken is awesome. Ken is legit, that's right. Ken is legit. Ken is my guy. All right, but on that note, appreciate y'all dropping in to check out your boy. Thank you guys for another awesome, lovely Friday night. Always love having y'all keep me company and chatting with y'all one to one. Uh, I know there's a lot of drama around live streaming right now, especially as it relates to Twitch and TwitchCon and everything like that, and IRL streaming and everything like that. But y'all have been rocking with me since day one. We've been doing this for almost 8 years, which is kind of crazy, right? Damn, damn, we out. Wow. We have been doing it for almost 8 years. Jesus Christ, bro. I've been live streaming for almost 8 years. What the fuck? Dude, what? How? 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 Oh my God. Wow. Oh wow. Oh my God. 8 years of this. Holy wow. Wow, dude. Yeah, that is gonna be wild. Wow. I hope I make it to 10 years, yo. I hope I still make it to 10. I hope y'all still are around in 10 years, yo. I hope y'all still around in year 10, yo. Wow, that's nuts. But yeah, it's almost been 8 years of me rocking with y'all, and I appreciate y'all being here. And yeah, enjoy your Friday. Be kind, be safe out there. And if you want to get in touch with me, I'll be on the Twitter as always. Y'all know where to find me.